What's up, guys? Hope you're doing awesome. Hey, I wanted to shoot this video to talk you through what we're going to be doing at our intensive in November, which is coming up right around the corner. I'm so excited to see a bunch of you guys live and in person in Miami, to have a bunch of you on live on Zoom, and really roll up our sleeves, work on our businesses, and keep ourselves in a constant state of momentum so we can do really what this is all about, right? Make more money, have more freedom, and have a bigger impact in our life, which is what we always cover at these intensives. And we try and rotate the topics around landing clients and kind of continually to keep that pipeline full and new clients flowing in on a consistent basis, delivering amazing world-class results on how we can kind of fine-tune the deliverables, retaining the clients that we have at the highest level possible, and ultimately scaling, right? Putting the systems, procedure, and team in place so we don't have to do it ourselves, so we're not tethered to the job. And so this intensive, we've really pulled out all the stops. I'm super excited about the not just the content, but the experience that we're going to be able to create for you guys in November. Super excited. So remember, when we come together for intensives, the content is important, but really there's four key components. There's the energy, the focus, the ideas, and the connection that happen at the intensive. So one of the most powerful aspects of these intensives, and the fact that they happen 3 times per year, and we all get together and we spend 2 full days, 3 days if you're part of the mastermind, away from the day-to-day, plugged in, thinking about our business, working on the business as opposed to in the business, being around other really successful, like-minded people, there's an energy shift that happens, right? We get so busy, we work so hard in our agencies, doing the work, trying to land the clients, trying to retain the clients, trying to manage the team, that you need that place, you need that retreat to kind of fill yourself up with energy. And that's really what we do at these intensives. We give you great content, we give you great information, you're going to make great connections, but it's the energy that you need to kind of keep yourself sprinting to the next quarter and moving yourself forward. Really, the agencies that have had the best success in the program attend these intensives. They come live. They make it a point to get that energy infusion. Now, it also gives you better focus, right? Because every time we get together, we're going to refocus on where we're trying to go. The big goal, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures and beyond, and really help you focus on what the next steps are, what the big changes that are happening in the industry are, so that you can be doing the right work at the right time. We also obviously give you great content, right? Lots of new ideas around how to land clients better, how to deliver better results, how to retain the clients that you have. The content is usually what you think of when you think about why I should go to an event, and I promise you the content is going to be awesome. But then we've also got the connections that you make. Really, the relationships you develop with the other 7-figure agency members could be the most valuable part of this entire equation. Right? Whenever we ask, like, what's the most valuable benefit you get from 7-figure agency? Almost every time it's the community, right? It's the other people that you've created friendships with, strategic alliances with, relationships with, bond with, that are really helping to solve problems for you, to help keep you in momentum, to help you keep you inspired. So this is why we do the live events. This is why it's so important that you block the time out in your calendar, get down to Miami, or at least be on the Zoom session for these 2 days so you can get filled with energy, focus, new ideas, and develop those connections and those relationships that are going to raise your standards. Now, we've got some amazing sessions. I try to focus day one predominantly on landing clients, really, and really how to continue to keep that funnel full. I'm going to be doing a session at the beginning of the day on the growth system, which is really around, like, what are the key fundamental things we want to make sure that we've got landing on a monthly basis, weekly basis, daily basis to keep the pipeline full. And we're going to audit that. We're going to find where the gaps are. The other thing I'm really excited about is we had Zach Winsett do a masterclass on how to land clients with Facebook ads for your agency. It's in the training portal. All of you guys have access to it. I know some of you are going through it now. Some of you will be going through it through the next couple of weeks. Zach's going to be coming on and doing a session on the beginning of day one, really talking about that strategy, the funnel, the targeting, and the approach that you can put in place to really tap into this process, to tap into Facebook as a source to get new appointments and new sales within your agency. So he's going to be doing a great session on how to land clients with Facebook ads. And then we've got other members of the 7-figure agency that are just crushing it with Facebook ads. So we're going to have a Facebook ads panel. We're going to hear from them on what they're doing with their creatives, what they're doing with their targeting, what they're doing with their funnel through Facebook to get a consistent flow of new clients coming into your business. So whether you're not running Facebook ads and this is a new thing that you want to plug in, this is going to be powerful. Or if you're already running Facebook ads, this will kind of bring you up to the latest in what's working and give you a couple of different layers of what you might be able to test to get even better results, to kind of be able to put more money towards this and generate more growth and momentum within your business. And so we're going to have a great panel on that. We're also going to be doing a session with Tony Ricketts on how to onboard like a boss. Now, Tony is one of these guys that just has his onboarding dialed in, and it's world class. It's extremely good. He did a session just kind of off the cuff for the group on how to onboard and what his onboarding process looks like, and the feedback was great. People were like, man, that's amazing. I'd like more insights. I'd like more to go deeper with this. And so Tony offered to come in and do a session where he's going to unpack this at the next level. Really, I toyed with making this session called Next Level Onboarding, but it's really all about how to dial in your onboarding process, how to get the customer details, how to craft that experience, and how to go next level with how you kick things off for your clients. It's going to really help you tighten up how you come out of the gates with new clients. In the afternoon, I'm really excited about doing something I haven't really shared with you guys to this point. And I posted a meme up in the group, and it's stage time is money time. I really believe that to be true. When you're in front of a big group of your ideal customers, whether it's on a podcast, on a webinar, at a live event, that is going to lead to people seeing you as the expert, coming to you, hiring your service, and being willing to pay more for your services. Stage time really is money time. But oftentimes when we think about being on the stage, it's usually doing more of your own podcast, creating more of your own content, maybe putting on your own event. But the reality is there's lots of other people that have already aggregated your audience, right? They've already got your ideal customers and they've got their attention. So I'm going to do a session all around how to get on other people's stages, how to get on other people's podcasts to get influence, how to get on other people's live events and speak, how to do webinars for other people that already have your audience, adding value to them and positioning you as a go-to expert. I think this is going to be a game change session, and I've really spent a lot of time on this. Like, this is something I really believe it's going to be something you can implement and that will have massive ripple effect in terms of how you can amplify your authority in the niche and get more and more clients coming into your world.
Here's
now,
what I found.
as we go into getting on other people's stages, the next question is, okay, well, if I do get that speaking opportunity, I want to make sure I can knock it out of the park, right? Especially if I'm going to speak on the stage at an industry conference or at somebody's mastermind. I want to make sure I can bring a world-class presentation that makes me look amazing, that adds amazing value to the audience, and has the intended impact, right? Which was influence and new client growth. And while I've given you guys lots of swipe and deploys over the years, like you've got all of my webinars, and you've got the promotional sequence that go with those webinars, and you can hear me talk the talk, I've never really talked about or shared how I structure my presentations, how I'm able to use a framework to stack the presentation in a way that really gets people to lean in, gets people to engage, and have people walk away impressed every single time. And so I'm really excited about this. I've taken my entire presentation crafting process and put it into an SOP for you. I'll be unpacking that on day one of the intensive, and you'll be armed with the exact how-to, not to take one of my webinars, even though you can do that as much as you want, but to create your own and to feel really good about the content that you deliver. Super excited about this particular session. Now, that's day one. Day two, we always shift into scale, operations, and delivery, right? And really making sure that our machine that runs the business is fine-tuned as possible. And I'm super excited. Most of you guys have met Chris Martinez from Dude Agency. He's world-class when it comes to operations and scale within an agency. I'm super excited that Chris has joined the team as one of our new specialty coaches. He will be running skill sessions, he will be doing sessions, and he will be available for office hours specifically around, man, how do I build my SOPs? How do I dial in my operations? How do I fine-tune my hiring and client team engagement process? And so he's going to be doing a session called How to Align Your People and Processes to Scale and also have more freedom. So really, there are 4 pillars to growth in his mind in terms of scale. He's going to be unpacking the people process. How do we look at our people? How do we make sure they know what their roles are? How do we make sure that they've got a really clear job description? And then what are the processes that they need to have in place? And how do we make sure they understand those processes, they understand their role? And he's going to be helping you guys really fine tune this so you can dial in your people and your processes, which I know is the name of the game in terms of scaling your agency. After that, we're going to have an amazing session with Ben McAdam, our financial coach, all around profitable onboarding. And I've been doing a lot of work with Ben. He's our fractional CFO for Plumbing and HVAC, SEO, and Seven Figure Agency. And we've been doing a lot of work looking at the assumptions on, how much does it cost to launch a client? What are the variables? Like when we pay the commission, when we pay the cost to get the content and build the website and our team and the account management and all of the stuff that goes into it, really testing the assumptions on how much does it really cost? How profitable is it? Are we going negative for the first 2-3 months? Or how can we structure our service offerings so that we're profitable right out of the gates? And this is super important. So he's going to walk you through a process to help you understand all of those different variables and really why it's important to be profitable as possible out of the gates and maybe not take that lump in the first couple of months. This one session, if you really get the concept and you make this tweak, will have a huge impact on your profitability and your ability to continue to grow the agency past the multiple seven-figure level. It's going to be awesome. Now, I love to create time and space in the afternoon on day 2 to do a couple of things. First of all, to help you focus on the one thing that you're stuck on. Usually in our agencies, there's something in the back of our mind, something that's like, man, I'm trying to solve for this right now. And it's always different. And so we're going to give you time to mastermind with a peer group of similar size to yours and really focus on that one thing. What's that one thing that you're stuck on? Get feedback, get answers, get clarity so that you can leave the intensive with that problem solved, right? And we find it, if that's all you did at an intensive, that's very, very valuable stuff. And then to close out the intensive, we're going to do our 90-day game plan process. Really make sure you're able to take all the raw materials from the 2 days. Really make sure that you're able to laser focus the goal going into the next quarter between now and the next time we get together and close 2022 super strong. So that's the plan. We've got an amazing intensive lined up. I'd love to have you type in the comments what you're most excited about. Like, all these sessions, what are you most excited about? Love to hear that in the comments. And then throughout the course of November, we will have our Wednesday client acquisition sessions where there's breakouts where you can break out, hey, I need help with sales. Hey, I need help with getting appointments. Hey, I need help with my Dream 100 initiative. We've also added a breakout with Chris Martinez where, sometimes it's like, I've got the sales thing dialed in. I need help with my operations. I need help with my systems. I need help with my procedures. And so you'll be able to hop on in a breakout with Chris to just work on that side of the business. So that's Wednesdays. Thursdays, we're going to be doing the operations focus sessions. We've got a bunch of great sessions that we'll be rolling out. And then Fridays is your weekly coaching, right? We can come in on Fridays, ask your question. The other thing, really important as you're watching this, in November, the first Monday of the month, we do our mentor mastermind process. So you want to make sure that you plug into that as well. So that's the intensive. Super excited to see everybody. Super excited to really dial into the energy with all of you guys. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited about. Be sure that you're registered, right? Go ahead and click the buttons now to register yourself. Let us know if you're going to be coming live or virtual. And go ahead and block this onto your calendar. If you're coming live, get your hotel scheduled. We've got a block rate, which gives you a discounted rate. Get your travel scheduled. Get that all set up now. Don't wait till the last minute on that. If you're going to come virtual, one of the rules of engagement for virtual that we're really going to hold as a standard is if you're coming virtual, that's okay. You need to have your camera on. You need to have your mic enabled. And you need to be there to participate, right? Don't just kind of be a fly on the wall. I'll kind of listen in like I'm looking through a little peephole. No, we've got Justin there facilitating the virtual experience. We want that to be almost as engaging and interactive as the live experience. So if you're coming virtual, block the 2 days on the calendar. Give it all the time that it needs. Let the team know, hey, I'm going to be closed out, right? I'm going to be on an event. I'm going to step away from my desk and, let them know, like, no meetings, no got a question. Just pretend like you've traveled to Miami. Maybe even rent a little conference room somewhere so that you can sit and focus for 2 days. But if you can't do that, at least let the team know, I'm out, right? I'm focused on this for the next 2 days. I'll be at the Seven Figure Agency member intensive. So that's the scoop. Super excited to see you there. Come in October 7th. We're going to have a reception where we get together, hang out, break bread. And then we're going to be meeting first thing in the morning on November 8th. One thing we're doing that's kind of cool on November 9th is going to be your coach meetup. That'll be an opportunity at 8 a.m. Come in a little bit early, see your coach, engage with your coach, get some questions answered, build a little bit of a bond, kind of get to know, like, trust a little bit for you and them. And then, of course, we'll go to dinner as a group on Tuesday night, the 8th. And then mastermind members will be together all day on the 10th, and we'll be going to dinner on the 9th. So you've got all the details now. Super excited to see you guys there, and I'll talk to you soon.